Try to refresh the page. Is it back on? Moving around and such?
You have to be quiet for a second.
What?
Be quiet for a sec so I can tell if I can hear them.
Having some technical difficulties over here. But tons of sidekicks here for Scath. We've got Investigation and Crystal bought for Steven. That's right. Crystal's not great if you don't roll sidekicks. Really trying to get this investigation here. Gets it. And another sidekick because 4 is the idea here. Yeah. See if Crystal comes out. Does not. Gets double fist though, which is the next best thing. Again, he already had tons of sidekicks in his field, so I'm not sure that Crystal rolling there would have been super duper duper great, but there we go. I was wondering when we were going to see some discount shenanigans.
Well, I can't hear them over you talking and shuffling cards.
You're hearing what?
I can't hear them over you talking and shuffling cards, so
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
supposed to be able to. I can't.
I got you.
Energy fixer, but it doesn't, so I will just probably pass her. Does the
There we go. I think I
White
fixed
Tiger
it.
Global only apply to your opponent's
It's
turn? I
good now.
forgot. Or
Thank
your
you.
your own turn? Once per turn on your turn? Okay.
Right. We're back in action. Sorry.
So let's do something fun and zany, and let's buy a Released from the Ice because it was icy and I wanted to put it on the team and say go.
It's so icy. Sorry about the the
Icy.
audio craziness. Avocado Badado. Welcome to the stream. Love your name, by the way. Let's see what happens here on Scath's turn. He didn't get his investigation.
Yep.
Gets it this time, though. Question mark, mask, bolt.
Well, this turn looks shocking and familiar.
Literally both had...
Wow, look at the the symmetry of this game so far.
and double fists from Crystal, because that's what she does. So tons of energy to work with here. 6
You
cost.
almost have enough for a White Lantern.
Right? He doesn't have a...
The blasted shield.
The shield, that's right. Doesn't have the shield for the White Lantern buy. He could go with... Killer Frost has to do with villains. I forget exactly what her text is. Let me get that up here. When she's KO'd by a non-villain, add the non-villain character die to its owner's bag. So some sweet bag stuffing goodness. I imagine that's the one he's using. The others are a little too niche. I'm still impressed. This camera looks so good, by the way. So good. I'm gonna go 3 for Killer Frost.
Okay. All right. That should be the last one.
Also, let me flip this over. Flip horizontally. Oh, pickles. Wrong one.
All right. One in the bag, refill. Shake it up. See what we get. Ooh, colorful stuff.
There we go. Sorry, now they're a little more mirrored. As if you were looking down
Good
on the
stuff.
single
Roll
table
the
that they're
two
obviously
characters.
both playing on.
Do I need that? Probably. Yeah, I could use it. Okay.
Double fist from Crystal again. He does get Storm. This Storm is so gross. I imagine it's the re-roll the
Go
whole
ahead and pay
field
a
one
fist.
from AVX.
Wherever the single fist is, there it is. To field storm and reroll 2 of your sidekicks.
Wind Rider, if you will. Reroll up to 2 opposing characters. Each die that does not roll a
All right,
character goes to
they
your opponent's
go
used.
away, and then you take 4 because each of those rolled and moved to used. So you are at 16.
She's so gross. That card is gross, my friends.
And then
I remember when I had the Justice League starter, my brother had the AVX starter, and I just wondered why I kept losing every game. Because AVX was just that good. It's obviously not the pilot's skill because he's worthless. Trey, if you're watching this later, you know it's true. So Steven's got all of his White Lantern fodder over there, one of each energy type. Didn't bring a White Lantern. He could go to White Dragon. He could always go Ring of Winter.
we're gonna pay a bolt to KO Storm.
There it is. Gonna keep that Storm
And
cycling.
pay 2 for a white dragon. And then stare at this fist and wish that I had worked out somehow that I could get sidekicks in my used. Go ahead.
So he can only use White Tiger on his turn, which means the sidekicks would have had to already be in the use pile to use that global this turn. Killer Frost coming out, as well as Investigation, potentially. Killer Frost rolls and
That is
Investigation.
pretty solid.
Yeah, so far, some great rolls. Especially on her 0 fielding cost side. Pretty awesome. The issue right now is that I imagine Steven is going to continue knocking out his Storm every turn with Blue Eyes instead of attacking into Killer Frost. I mean, maybe once Crystal gets in the field, there could be some shenanigans going on. I think the real fireworks are going to start when one of these White Lanterns gets bought. Emma Frost could be cool because she can redirect damage to Killer Frost, which I imagine would trigger her ability. There we go. It's going to buy White Tiger, which I think the Overcrush is going to be better than Killer Frost at this point.
Okay.
Buys a Misdirection as well, so he can get something into the field pretty quickly. Like, for instance, if he rolls
That
4
clears.
or
I
1
think
of
I
each
have
energy
exactly
next
4 in
turn,
here.
he can bring it straight to the field with Misdirection.
That's a lot of nothing.
A lot of nothing. Swing and a miss
Whole lot of
here for
nothing.
DM
I
Armada.
need that mask, really.
He's going to keep a fist for White Tiger Global.
That's a whole lot of something.
Now he gets both actions
That
on
changed.
Danger.
That changed.
Release from the ice is the action, the blue one. It says prep or die from your used pile, which is kind of cool, especially since that White Dragon's over there. I think maybe what's going to happen, though, I guess I'll have to prep from
What
the
do I
ice.
want to release from the
Release
ice?
from the ice
That's the
first,
question.
and then investigate, because I think he's going to fill his bag. He also might want to purchase. Nah, not going to purchase this turn. He's also going to need to do White Tiger Global before he refills
Yeah,
his
no,
bag.
I'm actually considering releasing from the ice a sidekick.
Prep and die from your used pile, because everybody
I think that's
wished.
what we're gonna do.
Everybody always wished they could chalkboard.
And then we'll play
his sidekick.
investigation to fill the bag and draw 2 of these. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that would
And he
happen.
dodged the White Dragon.
Play the percentages and
Wow,
nothing.
good. Gets 2 question marks though.
Okay.
Solid.
Pay a. Oh, I could have even done it. Oh, that was done. I could have totally played the thing to pull it, make it even easier. All right, well, it is what it is. Pay that to field here, and we're gonna re-roll one sidekick and your
Killer Frost.
Frost Girl.
Cold Girl, as they would say on the Double
She
Burst
goes back. You
podcast.
take 2 from that one.
Rip Double Burst. Scath down to 14 health from the old re-roll Reno. I mean, again, I imagine Steven's just going to keep cycling this Storm. She's so gross. I will say Killer Frost is on her lowest side now, which is going to make her easier to KO, but still, if she attacks, I imagine we just let her through for 1 damage.
We'll pay a bolt, KO Storm.
Not a lot of blocking
And then we'll pick
incentive.
up- Actually, we'll just have some more fun. We'll pay a bolt, KO another sidekick, and then pay 1 for Emma Frost.
Emma
That seemed more
Frost,
fun anyway.
super
Go
rare.
ahead.
That reduces how much?
Say that again.
The bolt and the site sacrificing.
Yeah, so I'm using the Blue Eyes White Dragon global each time.
So he Blue Eyes twice to subtract 4 from its purchase cost.
I couldn't
and-
quite make out if that's what you were saying. Sorry. It's a little quiet from your end.
I know I don't have a good mic. But the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the global does what? Again?
So the Blue Eyes White Dragon global says pay a bolt and knock out one of your monsters. So that means character dice to reduce the cost of the next die you purchase by 2 energy. And that global stacks, which means if you pay 2 bolts and then KO 2 of your characters, it can reduce it by 4. So I just reduced it by 4 and then paid 1 shield, the 5th energy
Which is sick.
for the Emma Frost.
I don't even have any use for it.
That's okay. You can use it too because global. So
Ye old Yu-Gi-Oh!
it's pretty nice. Now on your team, it doesn't really do much.
Yes, I was
For
just
you.
about to comment. Scath's team not really going to help much because he can't discount the crossover characters.
You got a lot of low drops, you know.
We're
We're really good at missing crystals.
Crystal doesn't want to come out and play. But if he would have got
Very,
Crystal
very
there, it would have been funny
talented
because he could have fielded
at
all
missing
3 of those
Crystal.
sidekicks.
Still can't
Not
buy
sure that would have been really the play, though. I think reaching for another White Tiger might be my move if I was playing.
Crystal.
I don't remember which Captain Cold this is, so I don't know how useful that would be. It's hard re-rolling sidekicks, it's hard re-rolling question marks because they're awesome. But when you're going for White Lanterns, you got to go for it. I think that's just sort of the team, the B team. The sort of what if I roll one of each energy. That's what I'd reach for. But 2 energy here to buy some stuff. I imagine using Blue Eyes here could be cool to get he could get another Killer
Just like with the
Frost.
bolt sacrifice.
So it's a bolt to knock out, and it will subtract 2 from the purchase price.
Yeah, if you paid a bolt and KO'd one of your character dice, something would get 2 less. And you'd have 1 energy left.
To a minimum of 1.
It's KO. So it's even better. That's how I've been cycling the Storm here.
The Storm.
So now you can buy a 4-drop for, what, 2? Yeah. Or 3-drop for 1.
Going for another Killer Frost.
And it just goes to the normal purchased place, but yep. Cool. All right. The 2 that I missed
I see another WDA vet
come
in the
out,
chat.
and then everything else
What is
just
good?
goes in, and we draw 2. Okay.
How was the hockey game? That's the real question. Big hits or null?
Well, the
Steven
these
gets
2 come
Storm.
out.
He gets White Dragon.
This
He
one's
still
still
misses
avoiding
Crystal, which
Confrontation.
she does not want. She does not want to come play. Even
Still
still,
would.
But investigation rolls, which is going to be more dice in the reserve. What up,
Let's
Reg?
start with investigation.
How was hockey, man? Welcome to the games.
Fist
He
roll.
gets released from the ice. There's nothing in his use pile. But
a
if
lot
he
of
buys
something,
something
but-
here, he could prep it straight over.
Need to buy something for released from the ice to be effective.
There you go. What if he goes blue eyes here? Oh, he doesn't have enough. I thought
Field
he rolled double energy.
sidekick. Pay one fist to field the dragon, and the
Hockey
other
was good.
fist
Very
to
cool up here,
field
yeah.
storm, and re-roll your 2 characters.
It was a high of 37 here today, with some wind chill.
All that
as
work
well.
for that we keep doing for Crystal. So then you'll take 2 for that.
Scath
going
taking 2
used.
more. He's just bleeding. That storm is so gross. I suppose he could get out his bishop here and
and
would stop
then-
that storm damage.
Need to buy something.
Doesn't look like he has bishop on this team. His slideshow would say that he has Thor and bishop on this team, but he doesn't. Maybe I ruined it and never put his team link in there.
We'll pay a bolt to Blue
Let
Eyes
me
White
do
Dragon,
this.
and we'll
Oh,
KO
pickles.
Storm to allow me to pay 1 for a Killer Frost, like you've been getting. And then I'll release from the ice that. So
Oh
that'll
my
go
gosh,
to
did I
prep.
just never
since
copy
it
and
wasn't
paste the
used.
right thing? Oh, I'm going to feel so terrible.
Do I want that to go back to the bag?
Do.
Do I want to trigger a bag?
Reg, I don't know if you built a team for this or not, but Bodie said he would be around very shortly. He said maybe just before 10, if you guys wanted to play the second game. Or you could play the winner of this game. Or if you
I'll
didn't
fly
build
at you
for
with my
this
dragon and
format,
pay 1 for the breath weapon.
it's cool.
So it deals 1 to you and 1 to all your stiff.
Steven deals
But it's
one
just a
more
one game,
here. White Dragon coming in with that breath weapon.
That should drop you to 11, and then do you want to take the 4 or block with your really good character?
For
Just going to take the
only
4.
one thing I was hoping no one would actually do.
So it would KO Killer Frost, which would trigger her ability, but maybe he's got other plans. He wants her for this big push next turn.
7.
Oh, you're taking the 4? Okay.
I don't have a great build, but I can play
Alright.
a game. Cool. We'll see what
It
if
is
Bodhi
your
shows
turn.
up, or if one of these two want to play another game. What up, Ted? Ted in the chat. Welcome back, boss man. Feel free to say what's up in the chat. We could do a boss battle. If you do exclamation boss in the chat, we could try a boss battle right now. But we would need like full participation. Only if you're really feeling down. Got Scath's turn here. He does get his White Tiger out, which is going to be cool for some over-crushiness. I'll say DM Armada does not have a great field for blocking over-crush stuff. He keeps KOing his Storm, which would be a damage soaker upper. He gets Misdirection here, which is actually a tad unfortunate.
Field the white tiger.
Because in order to trigger White Tiger's ability, he has to sacrifice another one of his characters, which would mean there's not another one in the field to misdirect out. He would have to misdirect out White Tiger, which would make the sacrifice all for naught. See what he chooses to do here. I mean, he could still attack with White Tiger. Clear a sidekick or two.
Actions, misdirections.
I did get the double burst side, which I think maybe like draw and prep a die or something. On misdirection, I do not remember.
I and I can
Yeah.
use action.
Also draw a die from your
Bring
bag
him
and
on
prep it. True.
Block. One.
Gets the Iceman out there. How chilling. Which I think this is the... I think he's also playing the Too Cool for Words.
Which Iceman is that?
It's the one that's the first time I feel the character is +3.
Okay.
Ooh, the first time
No attacks.
each turn you field another character, Iceman gets +3.
Alright.
That's pretty cool, especially with Crystal to field extra sidekicks or White
Okay,
Tiger
draw
to
3.
field extra sidekicks.
Refill.
It only triggers once
Shake
per
it up.
turn.
Oh. All right.
It
Fourth
only
time's a
triggers
charm
once
with
per
this
turn,
crystal.
but I mean, +3 is +3, you know. You know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
At this point, who cares about that one?
At this point, who cares? Yeah, Crystal did not want
Something. Or not.
to play.
Feel the sidekick.
Field of Sidekick seems to be the
pay a
keyword
mask.
tonight so far.
To field Storm and re-roll your 2. And so
Man,
that's
Killer
just
Frost
two.
has just been sticking
Pay 2
around.
for the Emma Frost.
Scath bleeds another 2 damage because
And then that should
Iceman
be
doesn't
enough
want
to
to play.
push through past you. Because I think you're at what, 5?
Yep.
And then if you block the biggest, then this
Still
is
sneaking
6
5 through.
So
Yep.
full push there. I
Craziness.
gotcha. I burned you down with the storm, didn't I?
GG.
Hard to do with that company.
Say that again.
I said that's not hard to do with that company.
Yeah, that storm is really cool.
Yeah, Storm is super good, and then being able to cycle with Blue Eyes is super gross too.
I had not played that storm in so long.
I used to lose every day of my life when Trey had AVX and I had Justice League stuff. It was like every match I would just lose. But great games to both of you. It was fun. I was excited to see Iceman get the +3, but just wasn't in the cards.
So they never
But we
get-
could always go again.
You guys could go again. Reg is also in the chat if we want to let him hop in, or if we want to wait and see if Bodhi hops in. They can play after you guys run it back.
I don't care. Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's just run it back. You guys play one more, and then we'll see where we're at after that.
You okay with that, Scath?
Sure.
All right, let's do
Sweet.
it. You want to go first or second?
What was I thinking about that? Probably second.
Okay, I will go first. Yeah.
Yeah, running into round 2 here.
I started so fast that you didn't get to make the announcement. I'm sorry, Ross.
No, it's all good. I forgot that my mic was on. I was gonna just talk over your entire game.
Oh, you can. That's fine. All right, I'm going to field a sidekick. Pay 1 with the blue
Fine, waiting,
eyes.
it's not
KO
ready, still
this and
searching for
pay
dice.
1.
Sweet, Reg, we'll
for
get you in here in just a minute.
investigation. Look at that sweet turn.
Investigation
I'm rolling 5 next turn.
gets to roll 5 next turn, thanks to some craziness. So if this goes anything like last game, they'll both roll about 4 sidekicks in their first 2 turns, and they won't roll their crystal the entire game.
And then we'll do-
That crystal plus White Tiger, it's just so many sidekicks. Like I would love to see a revamped flying sidekicks team. Maybe with like some giant field buff like Dum Dum or Birdsong or something that just buffs your whole field or gets huge boost from having a lot in your field. Boo. Let's see what direction he decides to go here. Scath, again, 1 energy away from getting the White Lantern. That would have been epic. First turn, just roll all 4 by Aquaman or Dove.
Okay, and that was the second investigation, right? Yep.
So 2 investigations down. We still got 1 land.
Cool.
Be interesting to
Yeah.
see if DM Armada goes for Ring of Winter this game or not. I think we saw how effective the Storm was last game. We didn't get to see Ring of Winter, but we know that's good.
Oh, helps if I roll the sidekick and prep. Silly.
Whoop. Rolling 5. That's what the game's all about. So 5 energy. Twill he go crystal again. Looks like no. Gets a sidekick, which
Field,
is...
pay a bolt, do that.
There we go. Wanted a character so that he could blue eyes it and buy a 5 cost for 3. He could go storm here again.
Maybe that wasn't the right play, but I did it.
but
I did it.
And we liked it. So he could buy White Dragon for 2 and then use White Tiger Global to get a sidekick out of his use pile. Scath would also get one out of his use pile, but I think... I mean, it would guarantee... It would not guarantee. It would. The
Let's just do
probability
this.
would be better.
Pay 1 for the reduced cost to pick up the last investigation. And then we'll make a sidekick.
There we go.
We'll just try like super ramp. That'd be fun, right?
Super ramp.
And you don't have any mask globals, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so then I will say pass to you.
Passing the turn, leaving the lonely mask. So Scath having a sidekick is good on his turn. Again, he can blue eyes as well to reduce his die cost by 2. Maybe he wants to go Captain Cold this game. Maybe he wants to go Mr. Freeze. Although I feel like he has Captain Cold's card and Mr. Freeze dice. Maybe I'm just pretending. Him and I were talking before the stream about which team he's going to play. And I know Mr. Freeze was on one of those teams. Digga-da-dooch, digga-da-dooch. We shall just have to see. Oh, I didn't reset the score. Duh. Scath has 20 life, not 5, because that's how this game works. So 4 energy, unfortunately not for one of each kind, but 4 energy here. I think he should spend a bolt here. I think it's just too good not to use. KO the sidekick.
Cool.
Bought a crystal
Release
and
from
a
the
release
ice
from the
has
ice.
been taken off.
Blue Eyes is just so good.
1, 2,
The discount is
wow.
ridiculous. The KO ability itself is a little ridiculous. Steven chuckling
Yippee.
because of the double missed investigation roll.
Generic.
For generic, my lucky day. Gets one of them to roll action, which
Well, let's
is all right.
investigate. See what's going on.
Gonna try to pull
Answer. The sidekick.
survey says sidekick.
Field.
It would have made me really happy if he bought the if he didn't roll that sidekick and bought Blue Eyes, just straight up bought him. Of course, I guess he could. Oh yeah, he could totally bolt and get Blue Eyes for 5.
Pay a bolts. KO.
Blue Eyes for 5. Blue Eyes for 5. I don't think he's not thinking it, because a lot of people just think that card is great for the global, which it totally is.
3 for the storm again.
But the rare Blue Eyes would say something like this. Once per turn, you may knock out one of your monsters to give this one +3. So he gets up to an 11 attack, which is
And I want to
just
get released from the ice
straight
too.
gross.
That sounds so fun.
Just gross. 11 attack on 1 die.
Go ahead.
He doesn't have any way to sneak it through, but with the storm removal, Scath's field's going to be empty a lot of the time. I think he could sneak it through. It'd be 11 damage. It's just an opportunity that a Jimmy such as myself cannot turn down. Scath doesn't roll his crystal again. That seems to be a reoccurring theme. He gets 2 more sidekicks, which again is sort of just how this game has gone so far. Both players rolling tons of sidekicks. For Scath, it's good news because Storm can only reroll 2 of them. The real bummer, though, is that when they re-roll, they're only 1 in 6 chance to come back as characters. So it's almost guaranteed
All
that
done?
2 damage per die from the re-roll.
Did you feel the sidekick or did you White Tiger Global? I forgot.
Fielded.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, fielded
Yeah,
1.
Not
So
like
White
those-
Tiger's coming out. He's gonna get that sweet overcrush. The
Roll
sweet,
two.
sweet overcrush.
I will take 2. I'm at 18.
Attacking with 2. DM Armada takes the hot 2,
Okay.
the poke in the eye, if you
2.
will.
Shake it up. 1, 2.
Coming
Oh, I
out.
got some sidekicks now.
Sidekicks.
No, I mean, it was no goal.
Got 3
Of
sidekicks.
course.
3 sidekicks and no storm,
A lot of sidekicks.
which is,
I guess
is
I'll
a
feel the
little bit
sidekicks.
problematic because, I mean, the good news about having sidekicks is his bag is super thin.
All
So
right,
Storm's
now-
coming
now
back
we have to
soon.
think.
He can also use that bolt. The bolt is critical here with this roll because he can buy a 4 cost mask. It has to be a mask character. He could also buy a basic action for -2. Not sure what he would really want to buy basic action wise. I mean, Squad Goals is a cool card. Right now he has Storm, which is a bolt. Maybe that's his only character bought so far. Yes. Yes. What's the move? Trying to think what mask characters.
I'll just keep all these sidekicks because
Oh
there's
my
fun
gosh,
things.
Storm
We'll
is a
just
mask?
pay the 3 hard buy a Killer Frost.
Hard by
Go
Killer.
ahead.
Frost. That's funny. I thought Storm was a bolt character. I'm just wrong. So he could have Blue Eyes there, bought another Storm. But I think he's thinking one Storm is enough, which I think it is as well. Scath missing investigation roll, which is sad news always. I'm thinking reroll that shield. There we go. Keep one of each energy. Go for the White Lanterns. Gets another bolt and 2 generic. Unfortunately, live by the sword and die by the sword. 5 energy though here. He also has a character he can Blue Eyes.
If he has a release, yeah.
Okay.
Gets a release from the ice and a Killer
Yep.
Frost. This is going to be a real
Right.
scrap battle here
We have so many actions purchased. It's hilarious.
when Killer Frost and White Tiger with the Overcrush
You know
come
what the
out.
game used to be?
It's going to be some interesting
Do what?
interactions.
You know what the game used to be?
Is
People
it
go
what it
back-
used to be? I don't know, kind of.
At least when I started in my area when the storm was going, it seemed they focused a lot on action.
I think he said his local area focuses a lot
What do I
on
want to
actions.
do here?
I mean, I know when a tune
Okay, we
came
might
out,
as well start
actions
with
came back pretty
investigation.
heavily.
To draw these and see what we have.
He's got tons of
It's
goodies in the
More
in the prep
investigations and bolts.
to
That's
release
important.
from the ice. Yeah, he's gonna bolt, and buy something giant, and then release it from the ice over to the prep. I'm hoping it's Blue Eyes. I think it's his highest cost character on the team. What is Too Cool for Words?
Let's do the investigating first.
There's an iron spider that's too
Oh,
cool
and
for
I
words.
just threw one of the dice on the ground.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's try that again.
Pay
Shake
bolt
it
to
up.
spend any number of your sidekicks.
Grab
to the
2 of
bolt side.
3. Okay, see what happens.
Gets Killer Frost. Does not get.
Because I don't have to pay to field that, and that
the
makes
storm.
this whole thing a little bit. I think a little bit. Is that right? No, maybe it doesn't make it easier.
What's up, Chatland?
Yeah, that makes it 2.
Who's out there
4,
chilling in
6,
Chatland?
7. Okay, well, that's not 7. So I have to do it a little weirder.
Buy your Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying, but the roll didn't work very
Yeah,
well.
he needs one more bolt, I think. He could bolt. That would be -4.
I'm also tired, so I'm just not seeing it if it's there. Pay that. KO this. That's 2. That's 4. And I don't have the extra.
He doesn't have the other bolt. Unlucky.
So instead of doing that, if I just pay a bolt to get these as 4 energy, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I want all the sidekicks. I want all the ramp.
Yeah, that's all those sidekicks are nice for getting those investigations through the bag, for
I
getting storm through
pay
the bag.
this to get these as bolts. Then I have
But if his bag
2,
starts getting
4,
stuffed
5, 6,
here
7.
with,
That way I ramp 2.
Scats Killer Frost, it could
That seems
be
fun. Let's do that. I'm gonna Iceman Global these 2 into bolts. So now I have that. Then I'm gonna pay 2 bolts and KO 2 characters to reduce the cost of my next purchase by 4. And then I'll pay 5, 6, 7 for a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yes.
And then I'll
Blue
release
Eyes.
from ice the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I'll play the
Please,
Killer Frost,
please, 11 damage.
destroying my bag in the process. Go ahead.
Yeah. Bag's a little gummed up, but really, if you chain those investigations,
That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping for
it's
double investigate.
clears that right up. There you go. Chain the investigations. So release from the ice and a mask so far, or I guess just a sidekick here. 2 release from the ice and 2 sidekicks. You might just want to keep the 2 energy because without anything in the use pile, release from the ice is
If I reroll both, they'll probably both come up.
Yeah, they would. That's exactly what's going to happen.
gonna reroll both and hope to get 1.
Oh,
Gets
or to just stay.
Both double energies, which I think is
It's a lot of 50-50.
not bad. Not a bad roll. So 6 energy here. Bolt Fist are the energies available. He could buy an Iceman. He could buy crystals. He could buy White Tiger. I feel like White Tiger just might be the move. I think Emma Frost is also a fist, potentially. I don't know. Let's check the old... Emma Frost is a shield, of course, Ross. This just in from the booth. Emma Frost is a shield character.
Yeah, right, man.
Gets an Iceman. Still got 2 to spend. 2 generics, though. Maybe he can spend those differently. And
Yeah, way to do that.
Say that again.
No, I can see my
Yeah. You can't purchase him without the bolt.
gotta have the bolt. Yeah. Could have spun the generic down, though,
Cool.
and had a fist left. But he didn't have anything to use pile
One in
anyway.
the
so it doesn't
bag.
matter.
Oh jeez.
All right, this is going to be
All this stuff
the
shakes
turn.
up.
If he gets Storm
Draw
and
3.
Blue Eyes, if he gets Storm and Blue Eyes here, he could go for the 11 damage.
Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes not on its top side, but it's still
I
going to
cannot
be...
remember the last time I fielded a Blue Eyes White Dragon in this game.
Right, this character
That
is...
has been a long time.
I mean, it's a good character. It's just in the grand scheme of 7 costs, it's not going to win you the game. Which
Okay.
is sort of how you have to look at 7 costs. It's like, if I'm buying a 7 cost, it better win me the game. So he didn't get to chain
Pay
his
a fist to
investigation.
field this giant 6'5" boy.
6'5" boy. He's going to have to wait around for Storm to clear field, though. I don't think either one of them brought Magic Missile, because Iceman plus Magic Missile is a great way to clear field. I guess Magic Missile had nothing to do with the winter time. Maybe Magic Mistletoe or something. That would have been clever of me. interesting decisions here. I don't think he's gonna bolt. I don't think he's gonna blue eyes either one of his characters. Maybe
Let's
we'll
buy another
see.
Emma Frost because that was fun last time too.
There we go. Emma Frost gonna
And,
tax the opponent.
Then I'll attack with the 6/5 coming at you.
That's it.
Taking
Gonna
it.
Take the 6.
All right. It is your turn.
Take the 6. Because taking 6 is way better than taking 11. For all you math whizzes out there. Reg, how's the dice quest coming, my friend? Doodly-doo. Surprised we haven't seen Bodhi back yet. He said he was going to be back eventually. Did I turn the boss battle up? I wonder if I did that.
With 2 sidekicks.
No, boss battle's still on. I feel like I should add more bosses. There's only 2. There's like a really
Yep.
hard one and a really easy one.
My turn.
It's good, but I can't seem to find a win count on any of them. Nice.
No attacks, right? Or yes attacks.
Just get blue eyes and buy the blue eyes dice.
Okay, I will block one of them.
One of them.
And I'll take one. I'm at 17, I believe, right?
What do you kill across you?
What?
That one go to the bag?
Sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
Does that sidekick go to the bag?
No, it does not because of my storm or my frost was not KO'd. It's only when she's KO'd. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
sidekick gets KO'd and the other one goes to use. All right, one more.
Let's
No,
see
come
what
on.
happened here. So blue eyes is dead,
I
unfortunately.
need stuff and things.
The
that's good, though.
dream. Release from the ice is good to get blue eyes over. He can also use the White Tiger Global to get a sidekick back into the field. Oh my
Okay.
Yahtzee.
Well, I figured my turn out.
Yeah, this is
I am going to
limiting
field
the
2
options.
sidekicks. I'm going to fist for making another sidekick, and you get to make one too. For the White Tiger Global, and
So
then I'll
extra
release
blockers
from
here
ice
for
the
Scath.
blue eyes, and I will not attack. It's your turn.
So more blockers here for Scath, which is a problem for Steven. I'm trying to think how Scath is going to best use his field here.
You think you can?
Ooh, White Tiger's coming out, so he's going to have a little bit of overcrush. Steven's going to have to deal with if he chooses to sacrifice a character.
We are really not having luck with crystals.
Yeah, Crystal definitely did not come to play.
It's
It's
worried.
just what happens.
I'll tell you what, the White Tiger is really good. You should keep it.
White Tiger, super beefy right now on his 4/5 side. So again, if he sacrifices a character, it will be +1/+1 up to a 5/6 with Overcrush. The only issue is Steven could use Killer Frost to block him, in turn getting KO'd, and White Tiger would go to the bag instead of the KO area. Gonna get 2 more here with investigation. Oh, he's 1 energy off here of the White Lantern
It's never
madness.
gonna let me do that.
What are you trying to do?
He's trying
Oh,
to get
yeah.
White Lantern.
I'm about to get
Trying
White
to get
Lantern
crazy.
out, but that's not gonna happen.
Trying to get wild.
The only thing with him is
Regardless, lots of options here. It is sort of a shame that he doesn't have a giant
It is so tough to get those by hard rolling them.
6 or 7 cost on his team to make just as good value decisions out of Blue Eyes as Steven can. One, two, three, four, five, 6 energy. Gonna have to pay 2 to field his White Tiger, but I think it's worth it to get that ball rolling. He does need to sacrifice a character to make that happen, which puts him in danger zone of Storm reroll. So lots of things to consider here. Totally makes sense
Field.
to take a little bit of time to think about it.
Sacrifice sidekick. Then that's KO, right?
Say that again.
The Bolt KO sidekick.
Correct. Yeah, pay a bolt, KO a sidekick, or KO a character. You don't have to KO the sidekick, but for that board, yeah, you probably
Yeah,
want to KO
which
the sidekick.
is
So that
gross.
is two.
The fact that you can blue eyes any character
Yep.
instead of just a sidekick is it just makes it so good. Gonna grab an Emma Frost of his own. I imagine he's gonna sacrifice the other sidekick to give White Tiger Overcrush. We shall see.
Attack with White Tiger. And okay, when he steals, okay. Yep.
Say that a little clearer or a little louder.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, okay.
Trying to decide if it's worth losing another blocker.
Yeah. Sacrifice will go to out of play.
But the scary part is, let's say he sacrifices. White Tiger goes up to
Okay,
5
go ahead.
attack.
Okay.
Steven could just
only two
let
in the bag. So
the 5
reload.
through. And
Shake
then
it up,
Storm
draw 2 more.
rerolls his last blocker, and then he
Got
could hit with
wow,
blue eyes
double
for
investigation.
big damage. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, I landed both of the
Storm,
characters too.
blue eyes on its
Um,
top side, and 1 investigation.
Let's see, what's the danger? The danger's drawing that and that, not rolling stuff. Okay.
Trying to
I'll
weigh his
play
option
the
here.
odds a little bit.
Options here about double investigation.
Okay.
Thinking it's worth it.
Investigation.
If he
on
rolls
1,
character
shake
faces
it up.
here, I don't know what
Draw
characters
2.
he has in the back.
Roll
Oh,
it.
Emma Frost is in there somewhere.
Okay. Investigation the second time.
Yeah. Gonna be doing just
Draw
fine
2
here.
more. Roll it. Oh.
Gets
lost
released from the
that, but
ice.
I got a
Not what
question
he
mark.
really wanted. Doesn't
Okay.
have anything in used. And
Well,
I don't
release
think
from the
he's-
ice isn't going to do anything
Yeah, I
this
don't think
turn.
he's planning on buying anything.
Pay a shield to field here and reroll the Killer Frost and the sidekick. Actually, I'm gonna I'll leave the white one out. Yeah,
Leave the White Tiger on his 4/5
yeah. White Tiger's
side.
gonna stay out. The sidekick and Killer Frost gonna go away.
Ah,
Or
Killer Frost
the
is back.
sidekick.
And he takes 2.
Now, Killer Frost, what did you roll her on? She rolled on like the level something side.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will pay. What do I have left in the back? 2? Yeah, so I can afford it. I'll pay 3 to field the dragon.
It's like Bodhi's back in town.
That might be the wrong way to do it, actually.
I didn't see what he just did to
Well, I live and I learn. It was the wrong way to do
live
it.
and
Whoops.
let die.
Attack with the dragon, and I'll keep that in the field.
If Bodhi is here and
Attacking with
Reg,
an
if you
8/7.
and Bodhi want to play a game, I'll just jump in and commentate whenever this game's
Yeah.
over.
Back to the bag.
Or if
the
you guys
dragon
wanna wait,
goes. Your turn.
If Bodhi doesn't feel like playing anymore, we can wait for the
Well,
winner of this
then-
game. Whatever you guys want to do. Just trying to be accommodating, you know? Just try to have a good time. Weekly Dice Arena getting crazy. Ugh.
What health are you at?
10?
Why 10? I know I hit you for 6,
6 got him to 14.
and then I hit you for
14
one of those
minus
rerolls.
2.
So I think I have you at 12, right?
So you just killed one sidekick before.
Yeah, the sidekick is the one that got sent, so that would do 2. And then I hit you for 6, so I think I've only dealt 8 to you. Putting you at 12.
One more.
Unless you know of somewhere else I hit you. Ross, if I hit him somewhere else.
Now I've got him down for 12 as well.
Okay, cool.
And there.
So tons of characters here for Scath, which is good because Storm is going to be less effective at board clear.
She just came back. No.
Sorry.
So scratch
Yeah,
that,
right.
reverse it.
Okay.
Let's see. He does have sidekicks in his use pile. He could pull one out, have another
Yeah.
blocker.
Thank you.
Also, Storm's already in the field,
Yeah.
which
So
is
he's got +3 attack.
imagine she'll get KO'd this
Yeah.
next turn with a bolt.
+6 attack. Because it does say field a sidekick, right? On the mystical amulet card.
The first time, you field another character. As far as Iceman and the white.
No, I'm
tiger,
talking about. Oh, okay. So only have it the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. What does White Tiger's global say field?
You must field a sidekick.
Cool. Okay, so
Just
that
got home,
counts as
maybe
field.
down
Sweet.
for a game, but it depends on the kids if they're cooperating going to bed. I got you, bro. Well, if it can happen in the next, 5 or 10 minutes, that'd be cool. If not, we will squeeze Reg in with whoever wants to play from this first game. But I appreciate the hustle, man. I know people are busy this time of year, but
Okay.
the WDA appreciates your
Stat
support,
lines
your
are what?
ongoing support.
3-6, or 6-6 in the Iceman, and 4-5 for that tiger.
6/6 Iceman
Okay.
and a 4/5 without
I'm
Overcrush.
at
I think.
17.
Yeah. Might just take both of these. It's going to take a while. I mean, he is going to get Emma Frost potentially next turn, but those two would take a bit of time to get back through the bag. So maybe taking this would be 6 + 4, would be 10 damage. Could take this 10 and potentially stabilize
All right, we'll
quicker.
block the White Tiger with the Storm, and we'll block the Killer Frost with the Iceman. So Iceman will get to go back to the bag. And,
Iceman to the bag.
The other one stays.
So
I only have 3 in the bag.
pretty
Shake it up.
pretty clutch way
one.
to get Storm KO'd there. Got all the pieces here. Let's see what happens. Got Storm. Got Killer Frost.
Okay, so this is going to be expensive.
It's going to be expensive. Things are about to get crazy.
Come on, Bolt. Well, it doesn't matter if I don't roll that thing.
Got a
yes.
bolt on Blue Eyes, which again was the thing he was needing the bolt for.
Field Emma, I keep calling it Emma Frost. Killer Frost. Pay a...
So much frost going on. It's so frosty in here. Super frosty.
Pay shield to field here and reroll the sidekick and the Killer Frost.
Yeesh.
Okay, sweet, that's
Gets
4 damage.
both. 4 damage
Um,
onto Scath. That's down to 8.
We'll KO our own
KO your own
Storm.
Storm. Roll it again next turn. We'll see what happens.
Pay 2 for a dragon because of the discount. And pass turn to you.
La Dragon. So, White Dragon's going to be good at clearing sidekick blockers with Breath Weapon 1. The problem is Storm would trigger before Breath Weapon 1, but I guess if there's any lingering blockers, so he could roll out
That was a
characters.
sick pull. That's a lot of characters.
He could roll out characters and then Breath Weapon the sidekicks. Crystal's still not rolling. It's hilarious. I'm not sure that we've had a Crystal in the field in 2 games. And it's on both teams. Some sort of expensive fielding cost here. Release from the ice not going to help him this turn. It's really going to be devastating if this is a fielding cost. Eesh.
Hey, Crystal.
Crystal finally comes up with a 0
One
fielding cost.
energy off the action die.
He's gonna pay the 2 to field everything.
The other for saw. The sidekick pistol.
So Iceman is +3 right now. Gonna be a big body again. Steven's got enough blockers and enough health. Again, last turn he was considering letting the 10 through. Not sure he could let all of this through, but it's decisions that need to be made about what do you let through, what do you not let through, especially when you have that life that you can quote unquote spend. I'm actually going to go grab a glass of water. I need some water in my life.
Yes. Yes.
Say that again.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. No attacks. All right. I got 5 in here, so I actually have to draw. All right. See what happens.
What did I miss? Sorry, that was probably really loud for you guys. My glass of water on the table.
Keep these 2, reroll this stuff.
Storm's good, investigation's good, reroll the rest. Misses the second investigation, but I think that's okay.
Use investigation.
I think the plan
to pull
here
one from
is
the
to,
bag and then refill.
Try to pull one of his characters here.
Or I don't have the ability to. Okay. Hey.
It's White Dragon, which is cool.
Didn't have the ability to make a sidekick, which was kind of sad.
Oh, God.
So Scath has a bigger field these days. This game really
now I
started
just
off
gotta
with
reroll stuff.
lots of sidekicks. Lots of sidekick blockers that will die to White Dragon. Yeah, I think now
It's
that
like
the blockers...
fielding Storm, do I go for the sidekick, which gives me a high percentage of damage, or do I go
He doesn't have a bolt, so he
value
can
characters?
knock his Storm out. But Killer Frost is not on Scath's board anymore, so he can't use that as a bag stuffing mechanic. So Steven could Field Storm, reroll 2, do some damage potentially, and then attack with Storm. And worst case scenario, she goes through.
Can you tell me
for 2
which
more.
levels each of your character are on? 1, 2, or 3?
Level 1 for sidekick. 1 for pistol.
Uh huh.
1 for ammo. Level 3 for White Tiger. Level 2.
Okay. I will field Storm and reroll your level 2 and your level 3.
Oh, get some both back.
Right back they go.
Get crazy.
Pay. Let's see. I kind of do want to do like a thing, just so I can release from ice.
So he wants to buy a character so he can prep it over. Problem is he doesn't have a bolt for the sweet discount, so it's got to be just a straight up buy, which is not the idea.
Pay a shield to
Sometimes
field
you just got to
the,
do what you got to
dragon.
do. Breath Weapon 1 not even really going to do a whole lot of damage to the field of Scath. The 1 damage, though, directly to the face is pretty good, especially paired with the Storm re-rolling damage. Bing bong.
I will Push with the dragon and pay the 1 to breath weapon. So that'll deal you 1.
That's my
And
breath
it'll
weapon
KO your
noise.
sidekick. And then I will also attack with Storm. And
Storm and the Dragoon. Trying to get Storm KO'd here. The Dragon, I think, is just...
Redirect one from Emma to
redirecting the damage here with Emma Frost. I think it's to one of your other characters, maybe.
yeah,
When she takes damage, redirect 1 damage to target character die.
I think I'll just push with these 2.
If this does not KO it, spin it up 1
Can
level.
I do Emma to herself?
Can you what?
Do Emma to herself?
What does the card say? It sounds
When
fine.
Emma Frost takes damage, redirect 1 damage to target character die.
Yep, she can target herself.
That's a great question. Redirect. The word redirect makes it confusing.
Right. Redirect would seem that it can't be the same original
Let's go with
target.
yes.
I'll
And
block
then-
her.
If not, it is what it is.
My ultra official ruling is that we are going to say she can target herself.
Let's do it.
Redirect the force.
But yeah, redirect makes it seem like
Storm goes 3.
I don't know.
2.
It's interesting.
Storms goes through and blocking.
Blocking Emma. The dragon.
Okay. And then I'll pop. And so you'll take another 2. Yeah, you did that. So you're at 5, I think.
Scath down to
Redirect another
5.
damage to Emma.
Yep.
So,
Spin it up.
Iceman goes
Spin it up, spin it up.
target with 2/4.
So he spins up the damage from the blocking
It
the
is
dragon
your turn.
to White Tiger. So Scath could really squeeze through some damage this turn if he gets all of his characters. I don't know that it would be enough to get to 17 damage,
At least make the same thing.
but
No,
Iceman is going to get the +3,
it will not.
but I assume he'd be one of the ones that gets blocked.
Wow.
It is going to be a little tempting. Yo, Bodhi, what is good? It is going to be tempting. Like maybe he sacrifices Crystal here, and then White Tiger gets over.
That's just hard, though. Like, if you think about it, that's really difficult.
But I've got it. But just practice, it comes up. Okay? Not at all today.
Yep. I don't. We have not seen.
Statistically, I wonder. Well, like, what's the numbers? You've got to hit a 1 and 6
Got to hit a
but
1 and 6
then
4 times.
for 1 dice, right? So there's 5 and 6. I don't know. I'll sit here and talk forever. I'm not going to bore everyone.
Steven, I want your next video to be what are the odds of rolling the White Lantern costs? If I could be a part of that cast, that would be awesome.
Bolt. With a sidekick.
Who am I kidding? You're not watching this right now. So he's gonna.
Yeehaw, got snake eyes.
Ayo, Wilson.
I got you purchased
Wilson, thanks for
anything?
the follow. Really
Yep.
appreciate it.
Next die you purchase is reduced by 2. So, yep.
Hope you're having a good time here.
Yourself squad goals.
Let's get you back to the title screen. Mr. Wilson G513. Thanks for dropping the sub. My name's Ross. If you need anything, you let me know. Yeehaw! Snake Eyes. Classic.
Yeah, you'd pay 2, so you'd get that fist gone.
It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
Wasn't paying attention to the system.
So, Iceman. Pretty sure Iceman has the +3 right now. Because the sidekick got fielded and then knocked out.
All right. Only 4 in the bag. Come here.
4 in the bag here for DM Armada. He's got the dragon. He's got blue eyes.
Missed him.
Missed everything
all.
of
Let's try again.
importance. Not sure
Okay,
what
we
the
got one of them.
plan would
The other
be.
one's no go.
I think the idea here
So-
is just to cycle Storm and take the last 5 damage. Or maybe Breath Weapon 5 times, not
I
sure.
guess we'll do a shield. Pay a shield to field here.
But I think the reality of squeezing
fist
Blue Eyes through for
to
giant damage is kind of
Make a
over at this point.
sidekick, and you get to make a sidekick.
Scath, to win the game, I think is going to need... He's going to need to get more White Tigers, I think, and just kind of
Pay
just
a
sort of
shield. Well, hold on.
prod
I
and
want
poke his
to-
Overcrush way
I
through.
have 1 shield left. You have
He's got 5 blockers here.
4 characters, and then you'll block that, and then you'll take 3, and you'll be at 4, so you'll be at 1. That doesn't seem very good.
That doesn't seem very
That's not
good.
0. 1 is not 0.
1 is not 0. This just in, folks. 1 and 0 are
You can do it
different.
if it can.
In fact, one of them wins you the game. The other one is pointless. So what to do here? I mean, next turn... Do you just sit
Cool.
on the
So
energy?
we're just gonna pay this when this guy attacks to deal 1 to you and to your sidekick, and let you do some spinny uppy stuff.
Spinny uppy
You do
stuff
anything
with
attacking?
the Emma Frost
Say that again?
redirect.
Is he the only thing attacking?
Yes, he's the only thing attacking.
I'll raise Emma Frost to 5/7.
So she's gonna redirect it to herself, spin up to level 3,
And so you should take a damage as well.
4.
and
The block with I can
Double block.
double block the
What is
dragon.
the what's the stat line of your crystal?
2/2.
Okay, we'll KO the crystal.
KO
then
crystal?
That's probably enough damage to KO the 4/4 dragon, right? Okay,
yeah.
So it's your turn.
All right, let's see what Scath does here to bounce back. So at this point, he's not going to get wide enough to get around DM Armada's wall. It's going to take some interesting poking, I think. Whether that be with Overcrush or
You want me to redo that?
some other...
No, that's
some other
perfect. Like, take the
ability
bolt.
sorts.
That's a bolt. Most definitely.
Final. Of course, nothing else falls.
This is your moment. Start the music. Strike up the band, everyone.
This is the moment. This is what we've all been waiting for. You can buy the White Lantern. Now it's a decision of which one.
We'll get
White Lantern Dove or White Lantern Aquaman. Looks like he's reaching for Aquaman. Let's see what both of those would have done and which, in my opinion, would help him win the game. So White Lantern Aquaman, the one he chooses to buy, while he's active, whenever your opponent fields a sidekick, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So the White Tiger Global is going to do well with that. The issue I see right now is Steven has 5
Did you feel the
sidekicks
sidekick? I missed it. Did you
already
field it or
in
move
the
one?
normal
his
field
field,
from the
so
wall.
there's not really that many more. Let's see what White Lantern Dove. When White Lantern
Okay,
Dove is
cool.
active,
Sorry.
whenever a character deals damage to you, deal 1 damage to your opponent.
Didn't
Yeah, I
matter
think
if
Aquaman was the right pull.
Mhm.
I think they're both going to be a little too slow. But
All right.
the fact
All
that we
this
get to
stuff
see a
goes to
White
there, and
Lantern
then
tonight
My bag is empty,
be
so all this
purchased.
goes in,
really,
and then I shake it up, and
really makes my heart
See what we
just
get.
melt.
1, 2, 3,
Just
4.
get it because it's an ice.
man, I
winter
needed some
theme.
other stuff.
No, maybe not. White Lanterns are debomb.com.
Oh, this one rolled.
I actually
That
just
one
got
did.
my first. Man, you guys are too good. All I have are a
prefer
couple
this one, I
starter
think.
sets and some common, uncommon sets.
If I roll
That's
it in
where it
my
all
hand
starts,
before I
Wilson
roll
G.
it, maybe it'll help.
That's where it all starts,
didn't
my
help.
man.
Investigate.
Such a good game, though.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped to have you
Love to.
here.
1, 2.
What starter set is your favorite, Wilson?
That one didn't go either. Investigate.
He's gonna get investigations.
Go.
He does. He got his Emma Frost.
Maybe we get maybe the third time's the charm, right?
Third time's the charm here.
Third
Gets the
time's the
storm.
charm. And that
So
should
he's-
probably do it.
He is going to potentially do 4 damage with
Pay
just
a
storm.
shield
And he's got enough attackers to come
field
through.
the Emma Frost, and then pay a shield to field here, and reroll your sidekick and your Emma Frost.
Yeah, get that spin up lady out of here. I love
Can
War
you
of
take the
Light
2
just
from
because
that?
Yellow
I just got
Lantern
a lot on
Batman is one of
board.
my favorite characters. Yes, that Batman is
Push
awesome.
through.
That's the one where you pay 1, right?
Man, that's unfortunate that rolls never lined up for one of those White Lanterns.
Yeah.
The old White Lantern. It really made my heart happy though to have a White Lantern purchased.
Halfway.
Right
But
there.
good
at the
games
end.
to you both. It was
Right
fun.
there.
It was fun. That storm is so good.
Indeed, good games. Good games.
Good games.
We bought a Blue Eyes, everyone. How fun
That's
is that?
right. I thought you were gonna sneak it through for the 11 damage, but just it wasn't in the cards either.
Nah. Yeah, it just didn't roll after that. After
Right.
that first time.
It rolled the first time and you didn't have storm, and then
It ate away.
Scath actually got like a really nice wall out with, especially with that spin up mechanic was pretty cool. Pretty.
I need the extra energy or I would have kept up with people.
What was that?
I needed the extra energy.
Something extra damage. I couldn't catch what the other part was.
I
Sorry.
needed the extra energy.
Extra
Oh,
energy.
Full
Yeah.
crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know Reg is in the chat, and I think he would like to play a game. As as the winner, Steven, do you want to play Reg in a game, or are you cashed out for the night?
No, I'm cashed out for the night. I'm gonna go make sure I have everything set up for another good school day tomorrow.
Amen, brother. All right. Well, thanks for dropping in. It was fun games, and we will see
Yeah,
you
it's
next
nice to meet you,
time.
Scath.
You too. Thanks.
See ya.
Scath, did you want to play another game against Reg?
Sir, is Red using Blue Eye Crit form?
I don't know what Reg is
Copy
playing.
that.
I wonder if I think he posted his team link. Maybe let's pull that baby up. So we'll pull that up, and then you can make a decision, right? Be like, what's Reg playing tonight? I'm not playing against that, so gotta go to bed. He is playing Blue Eyes. He's playing Blue Eyes Frost Giant, though. He said no storm, but I do have Blue Eyes. Nice. Reg, if you want to jump into room number 3 and room number 5, we can make this happen, dude. Scath, if you're down to play. It's funny, we got another crystal. Oh, we got the common crystal this time.
Sure.
And Cold Gun. I was wondering when we were going to see Cold Gun. It's such a good card, too.
I could switch to the other deck.
Hey, whatever you want to play, man. It's been fun. But if you want to play the other one, I'll just need your new team link.
Gentlemen,
Hello.
how are you guys? Which one do I have to have the microphone on? 3 or 5?
Keep the microphone on in this one, and then turn your mic off in 5.
5, okay.
Oh. So it's a good hockey night?
It was just quick game. The snow's out there. I want it out quick, so I
Yeah.
got about a foot of snow to shovel out there.
Yeesh.
Not fun.
Nobody needs that.
Yeah. So I pieced this team together kind of real quick. So
That's all good.
It was more. I had 6 cards. So I'm proxying in 1. My Iceman, I'm using black Iceman dice and the Iceman dice.
Oh, solid.
But yeah, and I know that Storm was probably the best card, but I looked at my binder and I was like, shoot, I don't have that Storm.
Yeah,
So-
I don't own that much AVX, so I don't have that card.
Yeah. And then I had Avalanche on the team, but I didn't know if you were gonna allow Avalanche.
Oh man, Avalanche. That's a good look. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, and then I didn't know if you had, because I was like, are you using all the white lanterns? And I didn't know if those were allowed. And then you had white, but you didn't have blue and silver, or else I think it would have been all dragons and rings and stuff. But,
Yeah, that would have been gross.
Yeah. So
I'll take it to people who dragons.
What was that?
Sorry.
I was pretty certain that a lot of people were playing that they'd all be dragons.
Yeah, I think if it was, if it was, if there was prizes on the line or something crazy, it'd be a big old ring dragon fest.
Right, or you could have just gone dragons are fine, just no ring. You could have banned ring.
Exactly.
Because then you would have had silver and you would have had blue and blue eyes and all that stuff.
Right.
So I haven't rolled this team at all. So at least you've had practice, and hopefully you get your White Lantern out this time. Sorry,
Yeah.
what's your first name? Who I'm playing?
Paul?
Paul?
Yeah.
Perfect, Paul.
Paul, I
All
can
right.
do that. All
Yeah.
right. Reg,
So
I
you
don't
can
have
choose.
your cam on in either room.
You don't have the cam on?
Or I can't see your cam.
Let me see. I think Bodhi had that problem too. He couldn't get the camera going.
Yeah.
Can you see it now?
Oh, there we go. It's popping.
Deadpool there now?
Deadpool has arrived.
All right.
And then if you can join room 5 as well. 5 as
I
well.
tried.
Did you click the little join room or whatever?
Yeah. Try it again. I exited everything.
Oh, there we go. So it's
that
loading in.
Okay.
We'll see if it doesn't show your camera, but it does show that you're in the room. So that's a good sign.
I think Bodhi had the same problem before, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's had that a couple times where it's like it just doesn't register or something that it's coming through, but maybe here in a minute it will pop up. Cool. And your team link is in the chat.
All right, let's see what he's got. Crystal, White Tiger.
But
And then
unfortunately,
two.
the White Tiger, the 3 cost, has the global, and if I sacrifice someone on the field, we just +1/+1 overcrush.
Yes, that's one, but I won't buy him. It's just for the global.
Yeah, I think that's the one he's playing, though.
I just can't seem to find it.
Oh, really?
Ross, can you pull
Yeah.
up my team? Oh, Bodhi, let's see what your team was, man.
And I think we had the same. Which Iceman do you have? Do you have Mr. Freeze?
Yeah,
And you had the crystal, the rare crystal. I have the common crystal, the one that allows me to reroll action dice.
okay.
And then is that Captain Cold or is that Mr. Freeze
Captain Cold, Rogue Leader.
with Mr. Freeze dice? Is that?
Yeah.
It's okay as long as it's the same. Doesn't matter to me.
Reg, can you try to join 5 or back out and join 5 again? See if
Okay.
we can get Cam to pop.
Yeah, I'll try to get both. One sec.
So
I'm gonna exit from both because I don't know which one is 5.
The one that your Audi. Well, I guess it won't really make sense. Yeah, try both, I guess.
You got Bill?
Wilson, are you still in the chat, man? Where did you find us from? Are you from the Discord? Are you from the Reddit? I think I put it on a lot of different outlets this week, so I'm just curious where you found us or how you found the weekly Dice Arena. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you hit the follow button. Really appreciate that. The newest of the followers.
Is that any better?
I got you in 3. Let's see if I can find you in 5. Ka-chow. We're gonna pull up Bodhi's team just for jollies. If I can do it. I don't even remember where I put the window. I'm the worst. Worst streamer ever. Yeah, it's still not coming up. I'll just juggle the windows in number 5. It'll be great. It'll be perfect. So let me downsize just a hair. Oh dear. Oh dear. Try not to ruin anything in the process. All right, cool. All right, I'm so ready. I'll do a little intro and then I'll kick it to you guys. It'll be the best. So here we are, the weekly Dice Arena, week number 26, folks. 26. That is half a year. 26. We are doing the cold, chilling, cold-hearted, gross wintertime, nasty stuff format. Everything has a wintry theme to it. We've got Reg versus Scath here in game number 2. So they're going to put on a show. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Good luck, guys.
All right. Do you want action energy, Paul?
That'll be the opposite of what I say. It's the
Action? It's energy.
Going to go with action. It is energy. Let's see if Reg
I
wants to
will,
go first or second.
Is that the common frost giant?
Is that the common?
Frost giant.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
The
Your
Frost Giant.
Is that the
Oh,
common?
Frost Giant? Yeah, it's common. The one that you have to pay 1 per character.
Pay 1. That is my favorite.
That
It
was my
was a
other
draft favorite for
That's
sure.
what I was thinking.
Globals, I have Blue Eyes, knock out a character, which I'm sure you know about. And then White Tiger is pretty much all I got. And I have Under Surveillance. Spin a target character die down 1 level with double mask.
Bodie, I'll pull up your team here in just a second.
Yeah, misdirection.
Oh, you guys want to do a boss battle? All you people in the chat? If you're in the chat, put
Okay.
something in the chat.
I'm
so I know
going to
how
let
many people
you
are actually
go
here.
first.
So it looks like Paul's going to
Good
go
luck.
first. It's going to be awesome. Again, his camera is so crispy. Look at the quality here. So fist, bolt. There's no way he gets a White Lantern on turn 1 since he only gets to roll 3 dice. Bodie's in the chat. We could try a boss battle. I don't even know if he'll let us do it with 2. I don't know who else is here still. Is Wilson still here, or Wombos, or Slow Cool, or Snicknacks, or Ted? Anywho, White Tiger coming out first.
Yeah, because that's a 3 cost one you said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, White Tiger's a 3 cost. Just has the wrong card out. Boss battle. You can do exclamation boss in the chat, but I think we need more than just the 2 of us. Probably be a death sentence if we'd
I'm going to
tried
pay
it just the
3
2 of
for
us.
Under Surveillance.
Dang it, I'm missing register.
Over to you.
Under Surveillance, which let me just search what that card does real quick because I have forgotten. Under Surveillance. Oh, pickles. Target character die is considered to be level 1 and is unblockable. So, gonna try to get through some big unblockable stuff, it seems. I think Paul here could really go for some unblockable madness too. Especially with that Iceman that gets the +3. That could be pretty cool. Let's see who Reg is going to try to get
Is that
through
gray dice you have?
unblocked.
For misdirection.
Yeah.
He may be just trying to go
I'll
get
switch
his
mine out for
blue
blue.
eyes.
For Release the Ice.
Boss battle. It's just exclamation boss in the chat, Bodie. You might just be going with there we go. I'll fight with you, bro. I will follow you into the fire and flames.
Yeah, misdirection. Yeah.
Your turn.
Can we bring your phone?
Roll 4. Wow, 2 sidekicks.
Lots of sidekicks. Doesn't need that many. He does need at least 1. He also needs a bolt
Those
here.
two.
It's going to be kind of
Actually, reroll
critical.
this 3.
There you go. He's going to be kind of critical to get a bolt, which he does. Because he needs to KO this sidekick and get his discount. I imagine.
Okay.
I
I'm
imagine
going
he
to knock out my
buys,
sidekick using the Blue Eyes Global.
Storm Giant.
Reduce the next cost by 2, and I'm going to pay for an Iceman.
Ah, the Iceman. Classic.
And then with the Fist, we're both going to use the White Tiger Global to fill the sidekick. And over to you.
Be there in a minute. Over there to Paul. Let's see what he's going to do on his turn. He's got 2 sidekicks in the field, which again is great fodder for KOing with Blue Eyes. I will say again, his team is a little cheaper than Reg's, so he's not going to be able to, bring something giant down to a reasonable price. But he could discount his weenies into even smaller weenies. Giggity.
Let's see.
Oh, pickles, wrong one. So Paul could. He could also go for an Iceman of his own.
Get both. Release the ice.
I think he should go for Iceman, and I think he should start buying those under
To release the
surveillance.
ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Scrawny Toddler of Doom, wipe the floor with the combatant, sparing no
Turn.
one. Me and Bodhi ride together, die together,
Back.
dude.
Jump
Go into
forward.
the dungeon together and come out with nothing. Just come out, just get slapped around by Scrawny Toddler of Doom. I need to program more bosses into the boss fight because right now there's only two. There's a really hard one and a really easy one. There's one that has like a 60% loss rate, and there's one that has like a 60% win rate or something like that.
Rolls.
He gets Iceman here.
Well, that's such an old dice that you can hardly read it. It's a 4/6.
Reg with the
I'm gonna pay one of these energies.
back when
Field
the
Iceman?
dice quality of Dice Masters
Actually,
was
sorry.
fairly low.
Field Iceman.
Someone explain the
I'll
boss battle.
field,
It looks fun, but I'm not sure what's
this
going on.
psychic.
Wilson, every minute that you watch the stream, you get something called a bad roll. So if you do !bad roll in the chat, or bad rolls with an S, like this, it will tell you how many bad rolls you have.
And then for the remaining one, this bolt. And
when you
this,
do a boss
fist,
battle,
I'm gonna pay
it will
3 for Captain Colgan.
you and whoever else puts !boss in the
That's right
chat.
too. This Iceman
Go
is
into a battle
7/6
together
right now.
against a randomly
And I'll attack with
generated
him.
boss, which is pretty much just chance whether you kill it or not. And if you beat it, you bring home more bad rolls. It's sort of just a little mini game
And
in the
enter.
chat that really doesn't mean too much. But I think you can go into the dungeon boss battle every half an hour, so we would have to wait a little while for the next one. But it's just a little fun way to rally people in the chat to band together and kill a fake boss in a fake
Did you
dungeon.
buy an Under Surveillance? Is that
to
what that is? The
win
red one?
Fake
Yeah.
I only have one left.
to win fake currencies in the chat. Wow, me and Bodhi pretty close. 380 and 393 bad rolls. So there is an Under Surveillance here for both players. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wilson, how did you find the stream? How did you find the weekly Dice Arena? Did you get here through Reddit, or did you get here through the Discord or the Facebook page or something? Just curious how you found us. I'm so glad you're here, chilling, playing dice. Boodle-boop.
Which level is the Iceman? Level 3?
Iceman
There you
is
go,
on
15 bad rolls.
level 3.
Nicely
yes.
done,
Sorry.
sir. Nicely done. Sir or ma'am, I suppose.
He's a 4/6.
Word of mouth. Bodhi says word of mouth. Somebody just whispered it in his ear. I feel that. So, trying to decide here if he wants to make his the problem is it makes your White Tiger down to level 1, Under Surveillance does, and I think White Tiger's bottom side is not super great. White Tiger has a 1 attack on his level 1 side, which is just not great.
Reroll surveillance.
Rerolls Under Surveillance, gets the double energy, which I think is going to be a little more useful, especially on this turn. I think once his Iceman comes through with that +3, it's going to be cool. It's an interesting story. I was invited to the Discord because I asked for good online. Yeah, I found the stream on the Discord, and here I am. Nice! Just a chain of passing along, huh? It's good to know that the Dice Masters Reddit is still alive and going. I feel like it's slow moving, but I think it is a good resource for people that are trying to find a further community like the Discord or such. Over to Reg. Let's see what he decides to do here. 2 sidekicks. Everyone is rolling so many sidekicks tonight. It's kind of incredible.
Okay.
Asking for a game. Oh, that's right. Maybe I did see you in the Discord, actually. Well, we are here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're interested in playing
Field 2 psychic.
next week.
Pay 2 for a crystal.
But I would say being a spectator, doing the boss battles, you can bet
What's
your
your,
bad
White
rolls on who you think's going to win and such.
Okay, I'm gonna
on
attack with the Iceman.
another
He's a
night.
7/6.
He's a 7/6 because of the +3. Love the game, but I can't find anyone to play. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So Paul blocks with something. I think he blocked with a sidekick.
End turn.
Every Tuesday, stop by and play. Yeah, super fun time. We usually have anywhere between 2 and 8 people playing. Like I said, I'm waiting for the day where we break the double digits. Where we hit the 10 mark. But I'd really love to have like 8 people playing and like 8 people in the chat. Because it's super fun for me to have people to like bounce stuff off of in the chat. You know, you guys say something in the chat and I'm like, oh my gosh, never even thought of that. Or if I say something really dumb and you guys say, that was really dumb. You know, it just makes the whole experience a little more dynamic. So I appreciate having people spectating and playing. That's a super fun thing about Twitch, in my opinion.
Came back the exact same.
Yeah, Reg got his. Oh no, sorry, this is Paul. Paul got his under surveillance. Again, I don't know that it's necessarily the action that's going to be best for him with the characters that he has right now. I think he needs to buy his own Iceman in order to make that. There we go. To get full use out of having something unblockable. Attacks with a sidekick.
Unblockable. So I take 1.
Oh, that's right. He played under surveillance. The sidekick is unblockable.
Okay. 6
I don't have a score. I don't have a life tracker on this page, unfortunately. But Reg just took 1 damage. That might have been the first damage of the game. Not really. Not super positive. Looks like Cold Gun is out. I'd love to play. I'm just not that great compared to you guys. Nah, dude. It is for everybody. I promise. Nobody's gonna be like, you don't have whatever dice, blah blah blah. Nah, bring what you got, and we'll have a good time.
That's okay.
I mean, I totally get being
gonna pay 2
uncomfortable,
for a crystal.
but as the
I'm gonna field a sidekick.
as the
Do that.
dictator around
Iceman
here,
gets
I will make sure that
+3.
nobody's giving
He
anybody
was under
grief.
surveillance. Swinging with Iceman. So he's on his level 1 side. He's a 2 +3. He's a 5.
He's a 5. So again, I think Iceman is the best unblockable character on both of these players' teams.
End
You
turn.
get so much better when you play. I totally agree. And I think before I was playing online a reasonable amount, I think I was very unexperienced with a lot of the cards. Like it's one thing not to own the cards, but it's a whole other thing if you've never seen the card before in your entire life. Like if you've never played with this Blue Eyes White Dragon card, then using the global is going to be super foreign to you, and it's but it sort of changes the entire game. So I would say just playing the game, period, especially with people who are going to play with things that you've never seen before, is super valuable. I mean, not to mention having a good time. Like, do you like to have fun? Do you like to roll dice with your friends, your comrades? Then this is the place for you.
To pay for those guys.
Exposure is key. Exactly. If you don't know that things exist in the game, then you won't be able to brew with them or brew against them. Like, it's like if you've never played... I mean,
Comes back.
the Blue Eyes Global is a fine example. Like, if you've never played with it, you don't know how to use it, and you don't know how to play against it. If you've
Feel
never
nice, man.
played
I'll field the sidekick.
against Professor X Global,
He's under surveillance.
same old same.
He becomes unblockable. Take another 5.
Yeesh! Reg just pushing through 5 damage at a time
I
here
have
with this
a
Iceman. He's got 7 sidekicks in his field, so Iceman's coming up pretty much every
It's gonna
turn
be a 10.
out of his bag. I love to have fun. That is the sort of attitude we need around here. I'd love to have fun. I need some more water. I drank all of mine. I don't know. Right. So Iceman's here. He needs another character to field, because that is when Iceman gets his +3. I want to say the blue die is Escape from the Ice again, which means he's going to have to buy something this turn. Gets a bolt, though, which is going to help him buy things, in theory. I imagine he's going to have to pay to field Iceman. He's going to bolt one of his sidekicks with the Blue Eyes Global and buy a 5 cost. So he can buy up to a 5 cost. Again, his team is really just not that expensive, but he could buy Iceman for 2, which would be pretty rad. Get a couple more of those through the bag, getting crazy out there. Because under surveillance, again, with White Tiger, not super awesome with that 1 attack side. Wilson, you said you like War of Light. I'm trying to think of my favorite War of Light card of all time. My favorite War of Light card. I know the last time I drafted War of Light, I got the... What is it? Uncommon? What are you guys using to play against each other right now? If you mean like how... Like what program are we using? It's just Google Hangouts. So if you have a Google account, you can Google Hangout with anybody else who also has a Google account. If you haven't seen... sorry, that was not what I meant to do. If you haven't seen the Dice Coalition yet, you can go here, and there are community rooms to play in. So they're essentially just public chat rooms that you can go in, and you can video chat other people and play against them. And the Discord is a great way to do that.
Captain Goldgun. There you go. Let's see.
I cannot see whether Cold Gun rolled or not.
I want her not.
It is so silly to me that Reg has 7 sidekicks fielded, though. If only Steven was here to Breath Weapon 1 all of them to death. Should make me laugh.
Reroll. Sounds like you can buy it with her. I'm going to reroll this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that on.
Gonna keep the 2 energy. He doesn't need crystal.
3 for the other, the last under surveillance.
Gonna get another under surveillance to really keep his Iceman rolling through the bag.
For the last release from Ice, and field the Captain Cold Gun.
Fields the Cold Gun. It's on the double burst side, so it will blank its target as well as dealing 3 damage to it. Over here to Paul's side.
I don't have too many win cons on this team. I have 4 or 2. I don't have too many win cons on this team.
So all you need is all your fights.
And I think I gave you one with the Iceman and win con with the under surveillance.
Yeah. Essentially, they.
That was all I could think of. It was that or the 4 cost Dimension Door.
Dimension Door.
Oh my god. Kill that. No, it did go to the no, it's question.
Yeah, so Wilson, the basics that you would need to play somebody over the internet is a webcam and a microphone, which usually those come in a combo, or you can use your iPhone headphones or something. They have a built-in microphone, or most webcams have a built-in microphone as well. Some people even use their phone as the microphone and camera. But baseline, you would need a camera and a microphone and a team, and that is pretty much it, and a Google account. I'm getting off. See you guys. It's been a pleasure, Wilson. Thanks for dropping by. We will see you soon. Again, my name is Ross. My name is Ross in the Discord. My name is Ross here. My name is Ross in real life. If you need anything, man, feel free to ask away. It's good to have a new person around, chilling and learning the game. I love it. Have a great night, man.
That'll help me. And be good.
Not attacking.
So 2 Iceman in the field here for Paul. He doesn't have his under surveillance yet, which I imagine he's just going to wait for that.
Okay.
Just try to get that through
What
the
are
bag
the defenses on your
as quick as possible.
White Tiger? Is he 4?
2-4, yeah.
2-4. Okay, perfect. 2.
But no, I'll pass.
I don't know if my Captain Colgan can do much there.
So,
Yeah, Cold Gun not going to be good.
Oh, you're gonna attack?
Yeah, I have to attack.
Oh.
I can't keep on attacking.
Sorry, go ahead. I just drew 4.
Okay,
He's gonna attack with both Iceman.
attack with both of the Icemen with their
Do they both have plus
6
3?
and 7.
6, and 7, 6. Okay. Block with 2 sidekicks.
Yeesh. Gonna clear some field. It's gonna be worth
I do
something.
4. I had. Sorry, I pulled.
And again,
All right.
having those sidekicks in the field for Reg, it's really thinning his bag out. He gets 2 sidekicks back again.
Sidekicks back.
He didn't get his under surveillance, so I imagine that's going to be a
Let's see
reroll.
if this will roll for me. Come on. No.
Does not get it.
It's okay. I'm going to pay the 2 to field Crystal, and so Crystal's on her level 3 side. Iceman came back on his level 3 side. I'll field a sidekick.
2 to spend here. Trying to think what the best spend option here is. I mean, he could. Reg could. I mean, the most he
I'll
could
pay
buy is
2.
a
I'm gonna
3
pick up the full gun.
cost. Yeah.
Pass priority and intern.
Take 2 for the soldier?
Sorry?
2 for the soldier?
Oh, sorry. Did I... No, I didn't. Can't buy that.
So he didn't bolt it down. He did pay
I'm gonna
both of the
actually do-
energies, but he could bolt. Yeah, I don't think.
I'm going to hold. Sorry, I thought I had the 2 cost.
The old 2.
Yeah.
Ye old 2 cost. Over here to Paul. Let's see what he can do.
You don't have any of the globals that'll work for those.
See if he can get his under surveillance.
you don't have any
and
globals
sneak
or
through
anything I
5
can use?
damage as well.
Nope, just the same way you got.
Yeah, I should have brought more crystals.
Yeah, Crystal's going to be good. You know, when you're really banking on those under surveillance
Yeah.
rolls, she will let you roll them one more time in your reserve pool.
Well, see what happens.
Let's see what happens indeed. He got released from the ice. He also got under surveillance, so we know we're going to be sneaking through an Iceman here. Crystal did not roll, which is okay because he's going to have to buy something. Going to have to buy something
This is math. This will,
to get released from the ice here.
this will
There we go. Over to the prep area.
be a sidekick.
Going to use under surveillance. Get an Iceman through for 5.
Iceman,
Although
will attack. The other one will attack.
Okay.
5 damage. Blockable.
So that
7.
one's unblockable for 5. Down to 14. And the other one I'll block with this.
Big one. And also.
Okay. So the Iceman I'll block with a sidekick. Krista will block your other sidekick. That one knocked it out. And then I take 5. I'm down to 14.
all right, sneaking through another 5 there with Iceman.
And this is
Yeah, that's done. Yeah, I should have paid before with that, and I could have had that because of the global.
I think Reg is
Intern?
I think he's got to
Three in the bag?
pull. Yeah, I think he's got to pull at least one under surveillance here. He doesn't really want the other one, but
everything you need.
not a huge deal.
Oh, I got both under surveillances.
He got both. He only
Need
has
a
one
character.
Iceman. Yeah, he needs Crystal to come through.
Really help if she rolls.
Although he does have another
Need
Crystal
all of
up there already.
Reroll these 3.
The
just in case it
blue
doesn't roll.
one. Oh, that's released from the ice as well.
Okay.
So he doesn't roll. But he did get a bolt again. Super important
Alright.
for economy stuff.
The blue one is
Well, I can re-roll a 3rd time with Crystal.
Yeah. Action dice. Can reroll his actions a 3rd time.
So I'm going to use my Crystal ability to re-roll these 2.
no, I'm wondering what the blue actually was looking at.
Sorry?
The blue action.
The action, yeah, I can re-roll the action dice an additional time.
So which one was that? That was which
Sorry.
action die was that? Again. That was your release.
My release dice, and I'm going to re-roll my under surveillance.
Okay.
I'm going to leave one of them. It's the third time.
Reed. He
Still
gets
release
release the ice, but his buying power is much bigger here. He could bolt and buy
Just
a
have fist
4-cost
characters,
fish.
that's all I got.
Fist.
Okay. So
He could buy White Tiger, which is not what he wants to do, but it's. I mean, it could be helpful. Overcrush damage. Actually, I'm not sure if that he's playing the same one that Paul's playing.
straight up just going to buy for 5, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
I'll release the ice. I'm over.
Mr. Freeze. I think this is the
What do I have in the bag?
when fielded one, maybe.
And I'll use under surveillance on Crystal to deal you 2. So I'll be down to 8.
2 down to 8.
So she was on level 1 side. She was a 2-2 on level 1. Yeah. So 14-8. And over to you.
So Iceman not really worth pushing through that turn because he didn't field a character. I understand now. So he pushed through Crystal instead. Smart. Wicked smart. There's a Crystal and a release from the ice. So Crystal is going to give Iceman the +3. But we don't have the under surveillance here to get him through.
Then what happened?
Unblocked. Unlucky. Let's see what the approach is here. He does have a bolt, so he could bolt down one of his sidekicks and buy something big. But I keep forgetting, like a dingus, that he doesn't really have anything big to buy, which is upsetting. Iceman is a bolt. White Tiger's a fist. I was just thinking about if he went the squad goals route, he only has 2 energy types. Killer Frost is a mask, so we'd have
That's
3.
Killer Frost, that non-villains, right? KOs.
Yeah.
When she is KO'd by a non-villain,
Crystal for 1.
that villain goes to the bag. Or, sorry, that non-villain goes to the bag.
Check the other action.
So you're attacking with Crystal?
No. Attack with the ice.
So he's big. That's it? Okay.
That's
Block with
it.
Sidekick.
Block with the sidekick. Clearing a little field.
I have 2.
Over to Reg's turn. Let's see if he can... he has Cold Gun on lock. He could definitely kill Crystal with that.
Still no under surveillance. All right.
Still no under surveillance. He's just kind of setting up for next turn. He does have Mr. Freeze, which is going to be cool. Ross, you entering the Virtual World's tourney. I haven't actually looked at that date to see what I'm doing that day.
That's one that does the stun.
It's the
when he's shielded.
15th, I think, right? It's 2 weekends after Worlds.
We had to have a stunner here tonight.
Yeah, I'll have to look that date up on the calendar and see what's up.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll Release from the Ice because it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, he's going to have to spend those 2 to field.
Still not going to do anything.
Yeah, the 15th.
I'll pay
Interesting.
2 to field Crystal, which is on the level 3 side. Oh, sorry. It's on a sidekick.
I actually don't really... I mean, I'd like to
Field
play.
Mr.
It's
Freeze,
just I
stunning
don't
your
know
Iceman,
what I'm doing that
so you
day.
can't attack
So
or
I will
block.
look. Are you entering, Bodhi? And if you are, what team are you
And that's on
entering
a
with?
card, not just a die. is when fielded, put a stun token on opposing character card. Let's
Look
see.
at them.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my Iceman's a 7/6. Try to attack with that.
So Cold
I'm going
Gun
to.
is going to remove Crystal. He would have 4 blockers and 1, 2, 3, 4 rising.
Oh, the end of turn, right?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
The Iceman buff. +3 is only till end of turn, right?
Yeah, he can't attack or block. Your Iceman.
Yeah, I mean, his strength. The +3.
Sorry, Paul, I couldn't hear you.
The +3 goes away at the end of turn, right?
But I fielded. I
Oh,
fielded
you're
character.
okay, good.
Crime scene. Investigating a
And I'm going
tune.
to-
It's so funny.
Just past turn.
Similar to the
Wasting
team you
the
brought
action.
last week. Yeah, that was fun to watch. A tune investigation brick. Thrown brick. Nasty. It's pretty cool. I would have to think about what team I'd bring. I think I'd bring some sort of collector variant with Dreadnought and Flotad drone from 40k. Super Boom Boom. Ooh, Green Devil Mask, yeah. I think I would play a collector variant, probably. Wasp is flitting
Him
about.
there.
I think I played that.
I like that.
Yeah, because you just had Iceman prepped, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen over here. Paul's turn. He did get another Iceman, but Iceman has been stunned. I forget how you remove those tokens. Do 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 do. Stun character dice coming out of. Oh, you can pay 2 generic. Anytime you could use a global to remove a stun token. Woof. 2
Right, never
generic.
mind.
You can take it back. It's okay, because you want to unstun him, right?
Is it all stunned? Or just the one?
Just your Iceman characters are stunned.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take it back. It's okay. I don't mind.
So that would be
Yeah, I
unstunned.
imagine he wants to unstun
Oh, okay,
both
so you
of
unstun
those.
instead of buying. Okay.
Yeah.
And then your Reese Dice does. It won't do anything. It'll fizzle.
So,
Fissile. It will fissile.
What did you buy the misdirection with?
the two.
Oh, I thought you said unstun.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's some confused attack.
It does. Yeah, because you bought the
there's no
two crystal
physical-
using that to unstun. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think you'd do anything because you still had to pay the 1 to field your Iceman.
Yep.
You're attacking with 2 Icemen.
Two Icemen.
I'm going to block with 2 sidekicks.
2 more sidekicks. Reg really stocked up. He's down to 3 sidekicks.
Hopefully, I roll my under surveillance next turn.
Yeah, he's got to roll under surveillance
No.
here. He's going to use
I
Cold
have
Gun
4.
to
Yeah.
break
I need 2 of them to roll, and that'll be it.
through.
And there they are.
There they are.
So that'll most likely be it because I field. Yeah, using 1 to make him level 1, Mr. Frost be 4, and then the Iceman will be 7.
G,
those will be unblockable,
G.
And that'll be it.
Great game.
It's slow to get going, but when you don't have a lot to ramp and roll and
Right. Without Blue Eyes, that would be like a creepy crawly team.
well, my whole goal was hopefully to get Blue Eyes out there because if he can be level 1, he becomes a 9 with the under surveillance. Because if I knock out one of my characters,
Right,
So-
exactly.
9. But yeah, by bringing, I didn't know that Paul had the Iceman and that gives him the same win condition I had, and that's my only win con.
Right.
I mean, I was hoping that he didn't roll a White Lantern, which unfortunately he didn't roll at all tonight. Yeah, and the other side, like the Frost Giant, is just too big to come out. Mr. Freeze actually made an appearance, which that's the first time I ever bought him. So
Yeah.
And
Mr.
yeah,
Freeze is
yeah,
super cool.
it was pretty cool because I was like, well, I thought when he started buying the Iceman, I was like, two things I had to do was to stop his Iceman with Mr. Freeze. And then the second thing was I bought Captain Cold Gun. I was like, shoot, all this stuff has huge defense.
Exactly.
So my last turn was I was actually going to hit with Captain Cold one of his lower ones, like Crystal or something. And then I could have pushed because I rolled a massive amount of psychics that game. So
Right. I think you had 7 out at one point, and then
right.
you
And I
just
think I
kept
white
using them
tigered
as blockers. Yeah.
Yeah, I white tigered once, and that was the thing is you can block the Iceman, and I had the second under surveillance dice, which was the key. I thought
Right.
it
That
was
was that tipped the scales for sure.
right, and I was sitting there going, "Oh shit, I better get that quick." But yeah, I mean, not a competitive team, but I said the pool we had. I don't know how many dice you had, Paul, but I think it was 7 cards, and I proxied in this Iceman because I didn't actually own that one. I only had the global one
Nice.
I've ever needed. But
Well, super
yeah,
fun. Thanks for
fun
playing,
game.
you guys. I'm going to see you guys back in the chat here in a second, and then we'll wrap it up.
Thanks,
Cool. Good games.
Good game. Yeah, it was a
All
fun game.
righty. All righty, fam. Where are we? Hey, here we are. That was Winter Wonderland, the Savage McSavage, Frozen, everything was wintry format. It was a good time. Who's this? We got Junior out there in the chat, chilling like a villain, laying under the radar. Bodie, are you still out there? Are you trying to do another boss fight? Is anybody in the chat that wants to do a boss fight before we leave? You can do !boss in the chat. Otherwise, we're just going to wrap it up. It is sleeping time where I'm at, and it's been really fun. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the new follower, Mr. Wilson G. There we go. Reg wants it. He says, bring me the boss. I'll fight with you, Reg. I'm totally down. But thanks to all the players tonight. Thanks to all the spectators tonight. Thanks to all the chatters tonight. The new followers, the subscribers. Really appreciate you guys being here. Hanging out. Dice Masters seems to be a 3-card combo play. Usually I just can't bring myself to do that. Yeah. It's I'll say team building is interesting for Dice Masters in terms of the combos. Like, there's a lot of combos that seem like they're only 3 cards, but really to get to that combo, you need your ramp cards or whatever else. Like, Blue Eyes was on almost every team tonight, and for a really good reason, because it is the cheapest and most efficient to discount in the game. But if you guys want to join the boss battle, you can do !boss. Otherwise, we're going to sign off. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Every Tuesday, the Weekly Dice Arena, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will have the format out for you guys next time. I'll have the format out for you guys probably by Thursday or Friday this week. So you can start building up for next week. It's going to be awesome. Also, hit up the YouTube channel. If you have not been to the YouTube and hit the subscribe button, if you would do that, it would mean a lot to me. Let's see if I can find where my own channel link is. Does this take you guys to the right channel? If you're interested in watching the past broadcasts, I'm kind of behind on putting them out, but if you are interested in what the past broadcasts have looked like, feel free to hit them up. Let's see if we beat the Oogly Boogly. Oh my gosh, we did it. The dust finally settles, and the only following people emerged. Bodie, me, and Reg all lived through it. Unfortunately, Paul did not make it out. We'll go back in. We'll drag your body back, man. It was fun, friends. See you guys in a week. Until then, stay classy, San Diego.